Yep, you knew this was coming. Nah, you didn't know I was going to do a video. Some of you did. Some of you knew that I was going to do a video on this. Yeah, me and the rest of my crew, the Asylum, will probably talk more about this. Yeah, because we have a few Asylum topics we're going to talk about in the near future, including this topic right here. But I wanted to address this. Now, originally, I was going to go off on Vince McMahon because of this talk about how Vince McMahon was supposedly laughing at the crowd's reaction to, the fans' reaction to WWE Hell in a Cell's main event with Seth Rollins and the Fiend Bray Wyatt. That whole ordeal that happened. But supposedly, from what I read, and I'm going to read you guys the article in just a few minutes, that supposedly it was disputed that Vince McMahon didn't really laugh at the crowd's reaction. But I'll get more into it in a little bit. But before I get to that specific thing about Hell in a Cell and pertaining to Vince McMahon and all that, I find it funny, right? Many people's reaction to what the hell? That's weird. Okay, I'm live, but it's scheduled. Yeah, I went live before I was supposed to go live. I think I am live. I could see you guys are in the comments. Yeah, I'm still live. Okay, cool. All right. But anyways, I find it funny these people's reaction pertaining after SmackDown went off the air. Everybody was praising it. Praising how good SmackDown was, including some of the people at the Asylum. Just giving their opinions or whatnot. Especially with the whole main event with The Rock coming out, and then the main event with Brock Lesnar, Kofi, Brock Lesnar squashing Kofi, and then Cain Velasquez making his debut. Like everybody was just so happy, including the people who bash other wrestling promotions, like AEW, Impact Wrestling, even NXT, right? That's part of WWE. All these people, right, who bash, talk about wrestling is dead, or you don't get many views, all this dumb shit, right? And then these same people, they're like, oh yeah, I thought SmackDown was actually pretty good this week. Fuck you. Like, seriously, fuck you. Motherfuckers. They bash everything pertaining to wrestling, and then one SmackDown show, oh yeah. So, all because of Brock Lesnar squashing Kofi. Anyways, but for those of you who actually watch other wrestling and other wrestling promotions, but watch WWE as well, and you still enjoyed SmackDown, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you that you enjoyed SmackDown. But to all these other people who talk about wrestling being dead and everything's trash and all that dumb shit, and then praise SmackDown because of the main event, fuck you. I just wanted to say that. But yeah, everybody's praising SmackDown, and then Hell in a Cell happens, and we're back to talking shit about WWE because of the main event. Now, a part of me is laughing, and another part of me is pissed off. Let me get to the pissed off part. The Fiend, right? Everybody's been talking about the Fiend, about how it's the most interesting character in WWE, and I gotta say too, man, I like the Fiend. The way he's been built up. At first, I'm like, what the fuck is this with the whole Firefly Funhouse and all the dumb shit? But then once he's came in with a Slipknot mask, I'm like, oh, okay, it's a split personality type thing. But That first match he had with Finn Balor. From then moving forward, everybody's been liking the Fiend. Everybody's been liking the character. And then he gets a title shot with Seth Rollins. And everybody's expecting the Fiend, considering everything that happened with SmackDown on Fox, considering everything that happened during AEW, NXT, with the whole Wednesday Night Wars thing and all that good stuff, right? You would think, right? You would think, with all the stuff going on in the wrestling business right now, all the buzz that it's getting, right? All the fun buzz. You would think, them doing one thing right with Kofi Kingston losing the belt, running its course. You would think they would have done the exact same thing with Bray Wyatt, with the Fiend becoming the new champion. Being Seth Rollins, Kofi's held it for so long, he lost the belt. Might as well have Seth Rollins lose the belt, right? But no, instead he keeps the title. But not only that, motherfuckers. It stops at a no contest, a disqualification. First of all, Seth Rollins using the curb stomp 15 times or how many times he did it on Bray Wyatt. Yeah, that should not be his finisher anymore. If you can't even get one motherfucker down 15 fucking times, you would think you would just stop doing the you would stop doing the move, right? And then Bray Wyatt, he's just down on the floor. Like, this dude that has been created as this big monster is getting his ass whooped. And then the icing on the cake with Seth Rollins, we're taste of Hell in a Cell. You would think, no disqualification. Everybody can use weapons. Anybody can use anything. You can use a steel chair. You can use a ladder. You can use a barbed wire. You can use a candlestick. You can use any fucking thing. You could use, a 2x4. You could use everything that's underneath the ring, right? Except one thing, though. You cannot use a sledgehammer. You can use everything else in the match except a sledgehammer. Yeah, I can remember a guy named, what was that guy's name? Triple H, right? Triple H. They used the sledgehammer on multiple occasions in Hell in a Cell. Used it, period. People want to talk about Hell in a Cell matches, using a sledgehammer, no disqualification. Yeah, I was just gonna say, pertaining to no disqualification, but then that's, because it's no disqualification, so of course you can use it. But for Hell in a Cell, a match that you could use any motherfucking weapon, no demand, but you get disqualified using a sledgehammer. That makes total fucking sense, people. That makes total fucking. Yeah, it's not to use a sledgehammer, but it's not okay for Seth Rollins to use a sledgehammer. Like, what the fuck is that shit? The hell is that shit? Really? Like, really? Hell in a Cell, no DQ. You would think it's a no DQ, right? You would think it's a no DQ, considering all the weapons that these motherfuckers use. In Hell in a Cell, it's happened multiple times. But you get hit. But Seth Rollins uses a sledgehammer, he's disqualified. Fucking stupid. And then on top of that, you got fans booing. You got fans pissed off. Seth Rollins, one of the guys that you would never expect, well, at least back at that time, that you would never see get booed except if he was a heel. But this dude's a babyface, and he's getting booed while doing 10 to 15 fucking curb stomps on the Fiend, and then hitting with a sledgehammer and massive fucking boos. And then the ice, and then to the point, and then supposedly Bray Wyatt got back up and, mandible claw. And at that point, fans didn't even give a shit. They reacted at first when he got back up, but then after he did, the Sister Abigail, all that shit, the fans didn't care. They didn't react after that. You just killed it right then and there. You just killed it. You got fans chanting AEW. That's just crazy. It's so simple, right? You would think it's simple. Give the fans what they wanted. Even as a heel, right? Of course, fans should not cheer for heels over baby faces. Blah 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 blah. Well, here's the thing. Bray Wyatt's over. It's interesting. A character that's interesting. A gimmick. One of the more interesting gimmicks in WWE in a long time. It's that simple. And instead, not only do you have Seth Rollins retain the title, but then end the match with no fucking count. Makes no fucking sense. The finish of the match. Well, I was gonna say unbelievable, but at this point, it is fucking believable for WWE to pull some shit like this. They added right with Brock Lesnar, winning the title, but for some reason, let's keep it on. But you know what? But you know something? The only reason why they put the title on Brock Lesnar on SmackDown, not because some of the fans who wanted to see it happen, no, because they did it for Fox, because Fox wanted Brock Lesnar as champion. Other than that, who knows what they would have fucking done with Brock Lesnar and Kofi? Probably the same thing, because let's be honest, Kofi next to Brock Lesnar. I mean, let's be real. That's an unfair match, an unfair fight. But still. You got change. You still had change. You had them. Once again, you had the fans in the palm of your hands after SmackDown. I was gonna say SmackDown, right? Of course. But you had it right there, man, and you just had to fuck it up. You just had to fuck it up for the fans. And now we have people once again, as always, when something very, very, very negative happens. Oh yeah, before I get to that, another thing I found funny, that the video on WWE's YouTube page that I saw, with the whole finish to the match. Last time I checked, it had around 12,000 likes, and it had 2,000 dislikes. Dude, when you have more dislikes than likes on your on the WWE's YouTube page, or YouTube videos on their page, that should be a really big fucking sign right there. That should be a real big fucking sign that you fucked up. But once again, these are WWE fans that are saying this shit. And let's be honest, man. How many times? All right, okay, let's just be real about this. How many times have we seen people say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna boycott the network. I'm gonna boycott WWE. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that." No, the fuck you're not. You're gonna tune in next week. You're gonna tune in the Raw. And actually, you're probably tuning in the Raw right now. We're live. We're live during Raw right now. I don't know. Some of you maybe watching Raw right now. I don't know, but fucking stupid. Like these people, like them saying that they're gonna cancel the network is like them saying that they're gonna stop breathing. Like that's the equivalent at this fucking point with these people, because you're not gonna stop watching. You're not gonna stop, giving these guys the views. You're still gonna watch the shit. You're gonna tune in. Like stop saying, like, it's one thing if you didn't like what happened on the show and then you tuned in the next night. But if you're one of these people talking about, oh yeah, I'm gonna cancel, I'm gonna give up, I'm gonna stop watching WWE, save your breath, because you're not. Just stop. Just stop. Actually do what you say you're gonna do and boycott this shit. And again, it's not the first time that this shit has happened. It's not the first time. It's happened over and over and over and over again of people just oh yeah, I'm gonna boycott this, I'm gonna boycott that. Stop. Just give up. And plus you got other alternatives too. Like even to the people, even to the people who like AEW and other wrestling shows too. Just everybody. If you don't like what WWE's doing, stop watching the shit. Like watch, AEW, watch NXT, watch, any other, wrestling promotion, so on and so forth. But the thing is, though, for some people, they won't fucking do it. You'll just stay miserable, and then some people will be like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna watch AEW. It's dead. And like, it's not even that big, or even though it just started. But it's not going to be competition, so why even bother watching this shit? Because it's an alternative, and you can watch whatever the fuck you want. Vince McMahon does not have a gun to your head to watch the shit. So if you feel pissed off, maybe you should stop watching. And if you are saying you're going to stop watching, then stop watching. Otherwise, you keep wasting your time watching the shit, man. Like, for real. We've done plenty of videos where we talk about, WWE news, so on and so forth. But I'm not watching the shows. Like, I'm not watching, because I refuse to give the WWE any of my views, while they're live. Like, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not watching Raw. I'm not watching SmackDown. I'm not even watching NXT. I'm not even watching NXT because, even though it's not Raw and SmackDown, it's a totally different roster. It's still part of the WWE. So it's like I don't even want to give that, like, as much of it might suck. Even though you can watch it on YouTube, but I just refuse to give them the view. I'll still talk about it, but I'm not going to give them the views, which is a more better approach. But yeah, man, before I get to the article, Vince McMahon, like, I'm going to read the article, but for those of you who don't know, this man is 73 years old. 73 years old, Vince McMahon is. And for him, to make decisions like this, and just over and over and over again, just messing up and messing up and messing up. Like, where's Triple H? Where's Stephanie? Where's Shane? Where's any of these motherfuckers? Paul Heyman, all these motherfuckers. Look, get your head out your ass and give the people what they want. They want the Fiend. They want the Fiend. They want Bray Wyatt to become the champion. People are getting sick and tired of Seth Rollins. If that wasn't proof enough during the pay-per-view, Seth Rollins, the babyface champion, the face of Raw, right, was getting booed. People were chanting, people wanting the Fiend to become the new champion. And some people actually expected for the Fiend to win the championship after, Brock Lesnar winning the main belt on SmackDown. People were expecting the same thing for Seth Rollins. But for whatever reason, which I'm going to read the article, but for whatever reason, they just don't do it. And then the way you do it, and then the way you ended the match, the way you ended it with a DQ in a no DQ style match. Yeah, let's use every single weapon in this match except for a sledgehammer. What the fuck is that? Like, for real? What is that? You could use every weapon in the match except for a sledgehammer, even though Triple H has used sledgehammer. I believe Batista hit Triple H with a sledgehammer back in one of those Hell in a Cell matches back in 2005. Like, all this shit, like, it's happened. A sledgehammer has been used in a Hell in a Cell match before. And you're telling me Seth Rollins hits Bray Wyatt with the sledgehammer and he gets DQ'd when you can use every other weapon? Like, think. Like, what is that? Like, first of all, shout out to Robert. What the fuck is the difference, right? Shout out to you, Robert. Inside joke for those of you who don't, know about the inside joke. What the fuck is the difference? Like, seriously, what is the difference between Triple H using a sledgehammer or Seth Rollins using it? What the fuck is the difference? Hashtag what the fuck is the everybody in this chat right now, everybody go to the WWE, go whatever social media site and put hashtag what the fuck is the difference. I want that trending worldwide. Nah, you don't have to do that shit. I'm just talking shit. Plus, they won't even know what the fuck you're referencing. But yeah, hashtag what the fuck is the difference between Triple H and Seth Rollins using a sledgehammer? No fucking sense. No fucking sense. You could have come up with a better ending to the match. You could have come up with a better ending. Like, if you wanted Seth Rollins to retain the title, you might as well have him beat. You might as well have had him beat. Since there's no DQ, there's no really other choice. You can either pinfall or submission. You might as well have just had Seth Rollins retain the title and beat him. Even if you had to use a sledgehammer, right, or a steel chair or a ladder to beat him, I guess that's what they were doing during the match. Would have Seth Rollins, keep on. But all he did was curb stomp. Like, dude, you could, use a weapon to keep on, hurting him. Makes no fucking sense. Anyways. Yeah, so let me go ahead and screen share right now. Oh man, this is fucking stupid, man. So yeah, let me go ahead and screen share for you guys. So, and by the way, shout out to everybody in the chat right now. All right, so here's the article that I'm about to read to you guys. So let me go back up real quick. Let's see. Come on. So this article, get this shit out of my face. This article is called Vince McMahon Knows He Messed Up with WWE Hell in a Cell Main Event. Well, if he knew he fucked up, why would you do the shit in the first place? Vince McMahon was backstage at Hell in a Cell, so he heard the negative fan reaction to the main event match. How did he handle things? Fightful Select reports that at least one story we've heard says that Vince McMahon was initially laughing off the reaction. However, that was later disputed by a high-level source. Yeah, so supposedly Vince McMahon wasn't laughing. But then again, who fucking knows what really happened backstage? Except for the people that were actually in the fucking room. But it is reported that Vince McMahon took the fan reaction seriously and that McMahon is not oblivious. So he's not oblivious. So he knew. He wasn't dumb enough, to think that the fans would react differently. He knows that people didn't accept the finish, but those people have agendas or are trying to protect themselves from their involvement. Vince McMahon reportedly knew that he messed up with the booking of the main event. Well, motherfucker, you came up with the results. So Vince was, however, particular about the level of offense involved. So he had a feeling that the fans were going to react the way they reacted, but knew he'd mess up, according to another name around him. We'll have to see how things pan out from this point on, but it seems like Seth Rollins will continue as Universal Champion. Oh boy, that's going to be fucking fantastic. That doesn't fix how Hell in a Cell ended, but there's always tomorrow in WWE. Well, I get some people might say, "Oh, it depends on what they do tonight." Fuck what they do tonight. Fuck WWE. Period. I don't give a fuck what they do at this fucking point. Nor should anybody in this chat, nor should anybody who watches WWE on a weekly basis. They knew what the fuck they were doing. Vince McMahon knew supposedly how the fans were going to react. Well, if you knew how the fans were going to react, why didn't you come up with a finish where you think, hey, maybe the fans might not react the way, I hope they don't react. Or, I don't know, maybe put the belt on the Fiend? Maybe that's a thing. Maybe give the Fiend the belt. Like, come on, man. It's that simple. You took the belt off Kofi. You might as well take the belt off Seth. It's like it's that simple, man. It's that simple. But hey, it's just another example of fuck what the fans want, But again, this is nothing new. This is nothing new, people. It's nothing fucking new, man. Like, this dude is 73 years old. Like, just imagine, right? Just imagine. You got the XFL coming, what? About a half a year from now? Or 2020, right? This dude's going to be running the XFL at 73. Is going to be running the WWE at 73. This dude is not going to stop. He's not going to stop. He's going to continue running this damn company until the day he's dead. It's fucking ridiculous. Like we've done plenty of videos before. Talk about how Vince McMahon's never gonna let go. He's gonna keep on running the company. Like, dude, just imagine 10 years from now, at 83 fucking years old, this motherfucker writing this shit, running WWE. Like, it's not gonna get better, people. It's gonna get worse from here. It's gonna get worse from here. There is no going back, unless this man steps down as the chairman of the company. There's not going to be change. And the only reason why WWE put on a good show on Friday night on SmackDown was because of Fox. It wasn't because of the fans. It was because they gave what Fox wanted. They gave what Fox wanted. They didn't give what they gave what the fans wanted, but it had more to do with Fox wanted instead of what the actual fans wanted. And obviously, you could just go back and rewatch the Raw before Hell in a Cell and see what happened. You know, you go watch the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view itself and see what happened. It's not gonna get better, people. It's not gonna get better. Not with this man in charge. Hell no. You know? Like, oh, it can't get worse from here. Trust me, it could get worse from here. It is gonna get worse. It is gonna get worse. Like, just imagine what the fuck they got next. Just a minute. What the fuck are they gonna do next with the shit? Supposedly, I saw a picture on Facebook a couple of minutes ago of Bobby Lashley and Lana in bed. It's like stupid. Like, this is the best they got from Bobby Lashley. This is the best they got for Rusev. This is the best they got for Lana. Oh yeah, a cheating storyline. Oh yeah, that's fantastic. Fucking dumb, man. It's gonna get worse from here. You know? Yeah, I'm glad, I'm glad that I don't watch Raw and SmackDown every week. Because I'd be having migraines watching this shit. For real. I would have honestly, man, I just feel bad for the people who watch people who watch everything pertaining to wrestling. When they watch WWE, I feel bad for them. Sometimes. Oh man. But yeah, man, it's gonna get worse from here. Hey, here's what I'm gonna say. AEW. Simple. There's nothing else you can say. AEW. That's all you can say, right? And by the way, speaking of that, just to go back to these fans, right, who say they're gonna boycott WWE this, they're gonna boycott WWE this. Let's be for real. Half of those people who chanted AEW during that match at Hell in a Cell with the Fiend and Seth Rollins, are they really gonna watch AEW if they haven't already? I mean, let's be for real. Are these same people? And I bet you. And also, I've seen a couple people on YouTube. I'm not gonna mention any names. Where they said, "Oh yeah, I don't blame the fans chanting AEW. Even though I'm not gonna watch AEW." It's like, what the fuck? It's like you're part of the problem. So what you're doing is you're doing the trending thing. Is what you're doing. It's fucking insane. I bet half of these motherfuckers are not even gonna watch the shit. Like, this is the same shit that I was dealing with pertaining to Impact Wrestling. Same shit. Oh, Raw, SmackDown suck every week. Watch Impact Wrestling. Or watch any other wrestling promotion. Oh no, oh yeah, it's not as big as the WWE. It doesn't have the viewership like WWE. It doesn't have the longevity like WWE. Like all these convoluted excuses. All these excuses as to why people won't watch AEW. It's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. Oh yeah, I'm gonna bash. Oh yeah, I'm gonna bash, WWE. I'm gonna bash, what they do, but I'm not gonna watch any other wrestling as an alternative for me to watch. Like, fucking stupid. And I bet you some of the people who have said that have not even tuned into not one episode. Yeah, Bobby Lashley definitely got better booked in TNA. That dude, as a heel champion of the company, was beating motherfuckers clean. As a heel, he was beating babyfaces clean. that heel run with him as champion was great. EC3 was booked better. Drew McIntyre was booked better when he was Drew Galloway. Like everybody's booked, and that's another thing. All these people talk about, oh yeah, Drew McIntyre. I like Bobby Lashley. I like a Killer Cross. I like a Brian Cage. Yeah, I like a MJF. Yeah, you like all these motherfuckers, and yet you don't even watch the show to watch these motherfuckers. So what kind of real fan are you of these people? You know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck off with that shit. And I'm not talking about everybody. I'm just talking about those specific people who just bash everything pertaining to wrestling and be like, oh yeah, fuck AEW. It's like now you're just blending. Now you're just trending. You're trying to follow the herd. Like, everybody's complaining about the Hell in a Cell results that happened tonight, and these same people are doing the same thing because they're precious, or because Seth Rollins retained the title. Because they just don't like Seth Rollins. But look at this. Breaking: after what took place at Hell in a Cell, Rollins will once again defend the title against The Fiend November 24th at Survivor Series. Well, I've already fucking... hopefully that doesn't change people's minds, because the damage has already been done. Like if the Fiend gets his ass whooped that much in a Hell in a Cell match, what makes me think he's gonna beat Seth Rollins? Like, or you know what? Maybe they might. Maybe he might win, but yeah, but really, like, what difference is that gonna make? Especially with everything else happening in the company. Well, all these dumbass storylines. So, fucking ridiculous. What? We'll see. Well, I'm not gonna see. I'm not gonna see the shit. At least not live. I probably won't even watch the match. But yeah, that's pretty much I gotta say about that. Everybody, stop letting WWE pull you back in. Shit, they might actually have the Fiend, they might actually have the Fiend become champion at Survivor Series. Shit, you never fucking know, but all I know is what they did last night was very stupid, especially the ending to it. So yeah, that's pretty much what I gotta say. And yeah, I feel you guys pain too. You know what? Let's see. Yeah, so many comments. Yeah, everybody, who got mad and pissed off at the show, stop watching the show. Because I don't give a shit what they do with the Fiend from here on out, or what they do with anything in WWE from here on out. At this point, so everybody saying that they're gonna stop, just stop. Yep. So that's pretty much what I gotta say about that. The Fiend isn't going to lose to. If the Fiend isn't going to Smack, so he's not. Yeah, so that's another thing. Oh, the Fiend they want the Fiend on SmackDown. Well, Jordan say if the Fiend isn't going to SmackDown, then why did he lose? Oh yeah, that might be part of the reason why. But still, that finish was stupid. Like, you might as well have Seth Rollins beat him clean. But yeah. Yeah, the Fiend being carried on a stretcher. All that time where they were booking him as this big monster, right? And yet Seth Rollins did so much shit to him that he has to be carried on a stretcher. Stupid. Ridiculous. Well, hopefully they get the refund. Hopefully they get the money back. I feel bad for people who actually paid the tickets for the shit. But then again, same old shit regardless. So yeah, that's pretty much what I gotta say about that. So thank you guys for tuning in. And I'll see you guys on the next Asylum show. Peace.